Hey, this is Chris from AV.technology. I'm here with Brian. He's Senior Global Product Manager at Williams AV, and I thought it'd be a good opportunity here at ISE to chat about, I guess, Auracast, which is kind of the brave new world for assistive listening and more. So for those at the back of the class, Brian, do you want to just present a little bit about what Auracast is and how you sort of start to integrate it into your products?
Sure. Well, Auracast is a Bluetooth technology, and the difference between standard Bluetooth and Auracast is it does two things. It allows for people to broadcast out transmissions and information, which means it's a one-to-many, unlimited amount of receivers, and there's no pairing going on anymore. So there's no longer the need to get into your phone and do the pairing that you would in a normal Bluetooth. So that's a big advantage. And secondly, it extended the range. So Bluetooth is normally kind of close to your computer or close to your area, 10 to 20 meters. This goes like more than 100 meters. So the large area transmitters can fill a bigger space. More people can bring their own devices to the party with a non-pairing approach. So it really focuses on expanding the ability of people to listen in an environment that may not have that ability in the past.
And I guess to play devil's advocate, surely the future is about people using their smartphones to access whatever's being broadcast over Auracast. Where does a company like Williams AV fit into this?
Well, we're an assistive communications or assistive listening company, so our main focus is helping people have hearing challenges hear better in these environments. So it starts with the hearing aids, which is somebody else's business, but the hearing aid manufacturers are incorporating this Bluetooth Auracast into their hearing aid capability. So people with hearing aids now can walk into a room and have an enhanced listening experience as well, but there's a bunch of people that don't have that technology today, so they need something to help them. So Williams puts together a transmitter for large area systems, and will also provide a receiver for folks to hand out for to those people that needed that assistive listening. So they'll give a Auracast receiver so they can hear and communicate and understand what's going on in the environment much better.
In much the same way as traditional IR or
Exactly.
others.
It's the same application, but now with a Bluetooth Auracast backbone.
Sure. So I guess maybe to ask the obvious question, in the applications that traditionally have had your gear in there, what's the advantages of Auracast?
Well, most technologies that we provide require a dedicated device. So if you have an FM transmitter, you hand out an FM receiver. We have an IR transmitter, you hand out an IR receiver. With Auracast, and it's similar to our Wi-Fi solution, users can bring their own devices. They can bring their own smartphone, they can bring their own hearing aids, and hear directly what's going on in the environment through the Bluetooth Auracast protocols. So that's unique. It's a BYOD extension that we don't have today. So that allows more people to not just hear better, but understand better. So not just people that know that they have hearing problems, but are starting to understand maybe that they have hearing problems, and it'll help them.
Yeah, I've noticed more recently as we've gone away from loops and from IR that you're starting to tap into markets where it's more about neural, diverse people, and just the fact that we're all wearing earbuds and earphones all of the time, that there's no obvious sort of manifestation that you're using perhaps assisted hearing systems, which is a big change, isn't it?
It is. And one of the stats I like to quote is, by the time somebody has a hearing problem or challenge, to them actually doing something about it is about 7 years.
Right.
So you won't go into trying something, but if you already have a earbuds and hearing aids, and not hearing aids, but earbuds, you're more likely to start helping yourself because you're not seeing it as something different, something new, something extended from what you have today.
Which leads me to ask, what are the new applications for this type of product?
Well, they start with the traditional applications. So education is a big area that people have to. Education is a big area where assistive communications is important, not just assistive listening. So it allows students to actually understand better, focus better, not just help with their hearing. So that's one big application for us. Houses of worship, same thing, where people can bring their own devices and not be seen as having something different than everybody else in the church or the synagogue, what have you. Theater. Theater's a big example of that because it's very difficult for people with hearing challenges to hear effectively when there's noise around. This allows them to focus on what's going on as well. Then it allows us to also layer in additional channels or the customers. So they might have on one channel hear what's going on in the movie, but they might have also the ability for the audio description also saying man walking through the woods on top of what's going on from the music where they're talking in the environment. So there's the combination of things that can happen at the same time now.
From a technical level, is it sort of, are there any speed humps or any kind of trickiness, given that I guess with your other products you're not so beholden to another standard or somebody else's whim on how things are changing or updating?
It's a good question. I guess the hurdles for Bluetooth Auracast are it's just the rollout and the acceptance in the marketplace. So we're in early days, I call it, of the technology's been now standardized. People are starting to provide products to it, but not everybody has delivered products yet. And so if somebody's going to have a hearing aid with Bluetooth, they don't change that out every 2 years either. So it's going to take some time for the turnover to happen, for more devices to be equipped with Auracast.
Gotcha. So what is the time frame, do you think? It's more of a marketing question, but like how quickly are we going to be seeing adoption of this? I guess it's depending on how much it's being rolled out with by Samsung and Apple.
Yeah, so the smartphone folks and the hearing aid folks are going to drive consumer acceptance. And once that starts to occur more, we're right behind them with the professional AV stuff. So there's several hearing aid manufacturers that are equipped now with hearing aids with Auracast. There's several smartphone manufacturers that have, at least one is incorporated, several have announced. So as they roll out the technology, people start using it and understanding it, that's the rollout. It's the magic question. You tell me what you think the acceptance rate will be.
I don't know. But I think a lot of it is, excuse me, I think some of it is down to also how quickly it becomes accepted by the people who are making the regulations and
that's true.
How
that's very
whether
true.
it becomes compliant. So do you know much like in that area? Is it?
I wouldn't want to speak to them. I know that loops are viable and they're going to be viable for a very long time. A lot of people still have hearing aids with T-coils in them, so that. Sorry. I talk with my hands. Yes. So that's going to be around for a very long time. I see a long period of implementation of loop and Auracast together to hit all the market that needs assistive listening. So as the industry transitions, they're allowed to transition for a longer period of time.
I guess finally is a company like Williams AV, is it excited about Auracast, or is it sort of like a little bit lamenting the loss of a traditional business that? Yeah.
No, I think there's room for a lot. We provide a solution with the wireless piece or the connectivity piece. We have 7 different types of connectivity for the application that we provide of assistive listening and interpretation and translation. So we're almost agnostic to what's best for that environment. So a lot of people our biggest customers are still using FM because it's simple, it's easy, and they're very comfortable with it. We use Wi-Fi, we use infrared, we use digital technologies. This is just another one of our quivers in our arrows in our quiver, so to speak.
Awesome. Thanks, Brian. No further questions, Your Honor. So thank you.
All right. Well, thanks for having me. I appreciate it.